The 16th edition of the Ralph Opara Memorial Lecture, organized by the National Association of Seadogs, provides a moment to reflect on the core values of the association, which speaks against the perceived ills in the society.
Like the previous Ralph Opara Memorial Lecture series, this 16th lecture in the series is designed to facilitate the continuous charting the course of humanity towards the attainment of an egalitarian and just society. Ralph Opara was one of the original 7 founders of National Association of Seadogs at the University of Ibadan in the academic year of 52-53, along with his co-adventurers, Professor Obono-Obla, Professor Oluwa Awe, Mr. Ike Mokwede, Engineer Natalia Oyinola, and Silvanus Eboche. The theme of today's lecture is Nigeria's future and the impact of corruption on the socio-political economy of Nigeria. There has not been saying that corruption has dealt a huge blow on Nigeria and Nigerians, negatively affecting the life of the citizen. In concordance with the objective of the Opara Memorial Lecture, today's lecture and the 2025 series is specifically dedicated to opening discussions and finding answers to this topical socio-political and economic issue that has the potential of lightening Nigeria's future and development stride. We look forward to listening to a collection of eminent thought leaders and some of the best minds and scholars in our midst today to critically examine the issue and dissect the problem, as well as provide solutions. We are grateful to our keynote speaker, our guest discussant, Chief Obono-Obla, Esquire, the distinguished legal practitioner and former chairman of the Special Presidential Investigation Panel for Recovery of Public Properties, SPIP. Our social work expert, Professor Grace Etu, Professor Enan Pasikuda, a renowned economist, Mr. Richard Noyo, a public policy fellow, and our comrade Ofio, who continue to fight for the people, and our moderators for today, Majesty Ege, and Umo Owen. It is absolutely honored to have these great minds come together to discuss this critical topic at this stage of our nation's struggle and reform. Ladies and gentlemen, please accept our warm welcome to today's event.
We were ahead of Singapore. We were ahead of Brazil. We were ahead of Turkey. We were ahead of Taiwan. But now they have gone 200 years ahead of us because of corruption. It will also it will play a role in shaping Nigeria's future. Technological advancement, we are doing very well in the digital economy. Nigerians are very brilliant, hardworking, and intelligent people. So, in technological advancement, we also play a role in shaping Nigeria's future. You cannot have good security in a country where corruption reigns supreme. Corruption, terrorism, human trafficking, arms trafficking, all of them have a role to play in shaping the country's security. In a corrupt country like Nigeria, you have security challenges. There's no doubt about it. So many opportunities for Nigeria to become a world power in food production. What is corruption? What is corruption? Corruption is simply if you don't do things in a normal way. And we have a penchant for not doing things the normal way. A lot of people have described that the corruption of Nigeria. One of them, the former Prime Minister, says Nigeria is fantastically corrupt. He was talking about Nigeria and Afghan. So again, another person says, who is the pathologist? You know what pathology is? It's all about those of you who are in the sciences. Pathology, one scholar who says Nigeria is pathologically corrupt. Yes, because of the money people take, you begin to wonder if we are not, compulsively corrupt, they recover $2 billion, 850 million gold bars from the house of a former minister in Jonathan's government, in Wuse, in Abuja. But that money was eaten by snakes. So when I was chairman, one Major General, Adamu Yusuf, wrote a petition to me. He said, look, I've gone to ICPC, I've gone to EFCC. Nobody is ready to investigate whether that money was returned to the coffers of the federal government. $2 billion and 850 million gold bars. So I commenced the investigation. He interviewed 7 persons, and fingers were pointing at the chief of staff to the president, Pyrates Confraternity. May his soul rest in peace. So the impact of corruption is enormous in Nigeria, and the impact is also negative on the socio-political economy. Its corruption causes economic instability. It discourages foreign investment. Nobody will want to come to Nigeria to invest.
People make themselves feel they are immortal. You feel you can acquire and acquire and acquire. And you don't even ask yourself, how much longer do I have to live? So if I have an opportunity, why not I impact on lives? Rather than acquire houses that will even become obsolete. And except you have come to the point where you realize that these things, you will not even live forever to have them. That it is even better to build lives than to acquire. You will see yourself stealing and wanting to keep for yourself and for your children.
One of the characteristics of victims is to depend on those who are oppressing you or those who basically stole from you. The sad thing here is that they don't even recognize why corruption shouldn't be the order of the day. Okay? Because if you look at the country today, keeping people poor simply means not having people who can challenge you. That's just the truth about it. If you look at the research by Pyrates Confraternity, they made it clear that less than 5 years from now, corruptions will be responsible for about 1/3 of the overall GDP of the country. Even the so-called tax reform, as in that they are pushing around. Yes, it's true, we're saying we want to see how we can actually get people not to pay much tax for those who are earning less. Okay, that's a good argument, but it has always been around. It's not something new. Why are you going after the third fund? That's legal corruption about to be passed into law. What that simply means in the reasons by 2030, when no one will go into third fund, who funds those as in infrastructure, who funds the research programs, who funds the publication, who funds all these things? Nobody. That simply means if you want to actually do research in that field, you have to spend so much. Now the question is, are they really consulting Nigerians? Are Nigerians agreeing to the funding of third fund? No. They are just going around saying this is the position they want to take.
We don't have freedom of the press in Nigeria. There is no freedom of expression in Nigeria. If there is the implementation of the Freedom of Information Act passed in 2011 by the Jonathan administration, we'll be able to go somewhere. But then if you also look at the Nigerian Constitution, because the Freedom of Information Act rests on the Nigerian Constitution, section 39, which actually guarantees that freedom of expression, and where we draw, as media organizations, we draw our strength from. But you look at other parts of the Constitution, I mean, it also debars office holders, public office holders, from divulging certain information. So you already see that the system itself is skewed. The system itself does not support freedom of the press.
If we don't painstakingly develop these growth enablers, and in a way to do that, there must be efficiency in governance, efficiency in the utilization and use of our natural resource. So we need to sit down as a country. We have these plans. But how do we implement them? The problem is that we must devise a way of electing credible leaders. If we don't have a strategic way of electing credible leaders, we'll just be galloping.
The 16th edition, held in Calabar, the Cross River State capital, witnessed numerous activities such as the visit to the Ndidem of the Poor Nation, as well as the clan head of Upongotai in the Dundu community, Apabuyo government area, at their different palaces.
The idea was to help the people who are helpless, to be the voice of the voiceless. And one of the people that you might know very well, Professor Wole Soyinka, was one of those founding members. To keep things a little bit short, one of the things that we do is we have our regional meetings, and when we have our regional meetings, we also try to meet the elders, meet the kings, and let them know that we are here. We also have a legal branch also called LACRI. And LACRI, what they do is that they help anybody who does not have any resources and needs a lawyer. They can get in touch with us, and then we will assist them with their legal services. And hopefully that we all come together as black people, come together as Nigerians, come together to understand that the solution for that problem lies within our unity. Thank you very much for welcoming us to your palace and your presence. I thank you.
Thank you very much for finding time to visit our Palmer ruler and his council. It shows that you are properly grounded, because you have to touch the honors of the land before you go ahead and do what you want to do. You are welcome once again. Some time ago, we enjoyed the medical outreach from this association. Some time ago, a few of us had the opportunity to attend what you call the feast of is it Barracuda or something? Barracuda. I am very, 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 very happy to hear that there is a lawyer here who is in charge of the legal problems concerning this body in Calabar. It's a surprise. Because some time ago, even up to today, that case is lingering. We have one to tell you so that is challenging your existence in that place and my community. A time there was you were looking for your agreement. I was the person that surrendered, gave you that agreement. That place you are occupying was given to you free by Kasu. And I don't see the connections that you will have that will be greater than the connections that you have. So I leave that for you to ponder. And I'm always open to you people.
Humanity, especially in Nigeria, we are left to help ourselves. We go for help, self-help every time. There is one thing you people have not done, which I think it is time to do. Nigeria as a country is not good. We are not good. The whole thing is bad. The quality of education is very, very poor. There are so many things which are just terrible, which I believe that the caliber and quality of people who are in your organization would have taken.
From the inception of this noble organization, you've refused to compromise standard, which is the reason why you've been able to carve a niche for yourself and you remain what and who you are. That you are highly respected, not just in Nigeria, but in the entire world. Please keep the standard. I wish to make a humble appeal that there are a lot of injustices around this country. And I bet you've been doing what you have told us today. But I'm aware that if the civil society are aware that the Pyrates Confraternity gives pro bono service to those who are faced with high level of injustices, definitely, I bet you they will come to you, and I know you will assist them.
We welcome you to this palace hall anytime you are around. Anything you are doing, you let us know. Good mind as we still with you and getting that done. It is not easy now when the money is not there for everybody. The little that we have, at this time and effort, we shall put in any event that comes our way so as to make great comfort for people. So, my dear, you are welcome once again. Those my brothers in Calabar, they all speak like Calabar people. So they are quite familiar with the way things are being done here. So before you go, please contact the secretariat and tell him how we shall go about it so that we'll be able to have a proper link with you. You're already doing so much. I've heard the good things you have done at Asu, and now you don't do. We say thank you very much.
Came here, intimated you of our plans for the community and what we do as organization. So, to the glory of God, today and tomorrow we climax all those number of trips we made to come and see you and your people. And just like we told you, on the D-Day, our big garden will be here to speak to you. So they are here now. I crave your indulgence to let our international president, the NASCAPON, Dr. Joseph Otero, speak very briefly to you.
It's just a very little contribution that we do. Get some drugs, get our doctors, get the laboratory, get nurses, dentists, to see how we can really touch the heart of people that are in this community based on health needs. So this place was chosen, and the Commissioner of Health is aware that we are doing this work here. And tomorrow he's going to join us to help commission the borehole in the health facility that was not working, which we fixed. So we appreciate your efforts in receiving us, appreciate your effort in telling us what to do, and selecting a site for us to use. I also appreciate the effort that you are going to follow us to flag it up officially.
This community you're saying, Ukwamotai community, it's a very friendly environment. As you're coming here, we assure you that security-wise you're safe. We don't have any problem. We have done all the publications. We've sent the messages across. We've told all we need to do. We tell people to come out en masse. We'll be there, support you. There's not going to be any problem. Just be comfortable and know that we'll support all your causes.
It has always been my dream for the project, NAS project, to be hosted in my clan. And this is like a fulfillment of the dream. And I want to appeal that I am one of you, like you all know, that please, as we go ahead, and I also appeal to my direct president, which is of Frigate, that please other NAS projects should also be brought this way, at least so that my people can also benefit. It has always been the other side of Akpabuyo. Yeah, because Akpabuyo is of two sides, that side and this side. It has always been the other side of Akpabuyo. But at least since the national president is here, I want to appeal that subsequent projects should also still be brought here for us to also benefit. And once again, I want to say thank you so much to the National Association of Seadogs for coming for us. Thank you so much, sir.
Beside the Ralph Opara Memorial Lecture, the association also carried out a free medical outreach at Udundu, where over 500 residents of Udundu and its environs were treated and given required drugs.
Within our organization, we have a lot of members that are professionals, and usually we volunteer to participate at our individual costs, while we tend to those external volunteers that are our friends, we call them, we involve some costs, we take care of the minimal costs, they participate. Then every other funding is from the association.
This is not the first one we're doing. We've started with this way back. I conducted one in 1996 in Port Harcourt. So, and we have a list, we have a database of all that we've been doing. I know the last one we did in Wari, we saw over 500 patients, right? And the important is that if you see a patient that requires referral, we refer them. So it's not just a one-off, we refer them and try to follow them. Because even at Calabar Teaching Hospital, we have Seadogs there, right? So we tell them this person is coming, facilitate their seeing another specialist. And
the association also commissioned a renovated borehole at Udundu Primary Health Care Center.
We are here today to give you the honor to help us commission this project, and it's for humanity to have clean water as part of what we used to do. Because of my relationship to vaccines, I've gone to check for the solar fridge. I have told them to clean it, but they will get up. If after cleaning, the temperature is showing what it's showing, I would ask the research to sort out this. So we use our vaccine system after they do what I think
I want to say thank you very much, National Association of Seadogs. I mean, I have 1,045 facilities, primary care, health center, health posts in Cross River State. A lot, more than half, more than 70% of them are dilapidated. Government cannot do it on its own. We need people to come and help us. Individuals, association, religion, anybody. Help us, whatever way you can help, to help us so that we can renovate as many as possible. And we promise that we will utilize this borehole as much as we can, maintain it and ensure that its durability is long, to the service of the people, and to deliver quality health care to the people of Akpabio.
Let me thank you sincerely for what you have done. The components of primary health care include particularly water supply, not only to the facility, but also to the community. So if you come to the facility and you have the best of care, and then you go to the town or to the community and you don't have water, it pays out whatever benefits you've had in the facility. So as we continue to praise you for what you have done, we also create an opportunity for others to key in. The opportunity to provide services is paramount. Water supply is paramount, even in the care we give. So people are requested, are pleaded, we are pleading with a lot of stakeholders to come in the facilities where we are, to go back to the nearby communities and see what is lacking in terms of holistic healthcare service delivery.
This is one of the facilities that I have visited unannounced, and I met your workers on ground. Unlike most government facilities. Now we are donating a borehole. We discovered a lacuna, which I am speaking on their behalf. They will need a generator to power the borehole.